Section website for official contest rules plus TT now includes off-factory rebates on select units. See dealer for more details.
If you are behind on your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt or medical bills forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. It's not bankruptcy. It's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven. Call for your free forgiveness information now. 800-719-2090. That's 800-719-2090. Don't wait. Call 800-719-2090.
If you're going to be down in Galveston anytime soon, on the west end, there's a place called Waterman's Restaurant. It's one of my favorites. It is a landmark restaurant. They're known for their steak and their seafood. Whether it's a romantic dinner or you're just chilling out with the family, you will love it. It's fantastic. It overlooks Lake Como, I think is what it's called right there, in the Galveston Bay. You can sit outside. It's a nautical theme. Beautiful, great food. Waterman's, check it out.
Get the most money for your car and upgrade to your dream car. All at the one and only TexasDirectAuto.com.
Hey, baby, get my soul. Don't make that more. Come on, baby, bend tight. Get on back to Canada. Get on back, get on. Don't make that more. Hey, baby, get my soul. Walk in the theater, hello. Hey, baby, get my soul. Don't make that.
You know what? You know what nags at me, Ramon? It's a nagger. Is illegal immigration has created such a divide. I'm sure Arizonans can understand this, Californians can understand this, but Texans can understand this probably better than any other state. There is such a natural friendship, partnership. It's one big fan. Mexicans and Texans, there is such a natural affinity between the people. And then somewhere along the way, the worst elements of Mexico started streaming into the U.S., particularly Texas and Arizona and California. And then there was this there was this bifurcation. And there are so many people. I'm driving to San Antonio this weekend, and I'm driving through Seguin. And I regaled my boys with the stories of Juan Seguin and the taking of San Jacinto. And Seguin led the Spanish language brigade that was part of Sam Houston's troops. And the founding of Texan and the Texians. And I mean, it's such a rich history. I mean, Texas is not Vermont. Texas is a state steeped in so much rich Mexican heritage that was brought across the border. And for so many years, there was an uneasy alliance that was smooth. And so many great Texans who came here, from Mexico, legally. And then this whole illegal immigration thing, and it's created this very nasty, toxic environment. And there will always be those, and a lot of Trumpkins. I had a guy tweeting me today. He was insulting me, which is fine. I'm a big boy, but he was insulting me, and his Twitter handle was something like "I love Trump." But when you went into the actual it was Mein Führer Trump, and it wasn't, "Hey, I'm accusing Trump of being Hitler." It was calling Trump Mein Führer Trump as a huge Trump fan. So I reached out to this guy, like, do you want to disavow that you are referring to Trump in the way that the Third Reich referred to Hitler? Or He didn't care. This was all, this is a guy that sits around orgasming to Mein Kampf. I mean, I'm not saying every Trumpkin is a little Hitler. I'm saying that there is a disturbing element of people who are down and out, frustrated, see no upside, think the world has done them wrong, think white people have turned against. These are the kind of people that I hear from who are mad at me that I didn't marry a white woman. And they're mad at me that my kids are not white. And they're mad at me if I travel abroad. And they're mad at me because I learned Spanish, because that's somehow awful to them. And they're mad at me for being financially successful. And they're mad at the world. They're just one big ball of mad. To which I say, I got it. There will always be the disaffected, the disillusioned, but that's not the most aspirational of who we are. We're not the drunk uncle at the party who cusses everybody else out and falls into the pool. That's not who we are. It's not my Republican Party. I'm as angry at the establishment as the next guy. What do I need to do? What do I need to burn down? How much do I need to scream? You don't get to out-anger me. You don't get the patent on anger. A lot of us have fought side by side against the establishment and what they've done. You don't get to be more angry than the rest of us, and we're all sellouts. You don't get to criticize a good, solid, constitutional conservative in Ted Cruz because he was born in Canada when all 50 states have certified that he is eligible to run. And you don't get to tell me that Donald Trump's a conservative when every issue he's ever stood for is liberal. You can say he had a deathbed conversion in the last year, but if you're telling me that supporting Planned Parenthood is conservative, then you're wrong. If you're telling me that protectionism is what we stand for, then you're wrong. And guess what? I'm just arrogant enough to tell you that you don't understand economics and free trade and how that has created the wealth of America if what you wish to do is restrict it and give someone protectionist authorities. That's what third world countries do. They say, you can't bring them Levi jeans in here. We're going to sell Levo jeans that we make here locally and they don't hold up. But that way we'll support our local industry. No. These are things I'm too passionate about. We can all disagree. That's fine. But you don't have a patent on anger. You don't have a patent on anti-establishment. You and I have agreed that we're going to dislodge the Jeb Bushes. Where we disagree is what we're going to do about it. The last segment, Charlie Sykes with Donald Trump.
Yeah, obviously, I failed in my effort to introduce you to Wisconsin and our tradition of civility and decency by getting an apology from you for Heidi Cruz or for what you said about Scott Walker.
Well, am I getting an apology by somebody that sent out a picture of my wife to everybody in the state of Utah?
And as we know, that was an independent group, and you don't want me to hold you accountable for what your supporters are doing.
Apologize? Is Ted Cruz going to apologize for starting it and sending out that picture?
And that's your
Because
stance.
I thought it was very inappropriate. And by the way, it was an artsy picture. It was GQ. It wasn't anything horrible. It wasn't Penthouse or Playboy or any of that. But, he should apologize to me, I think. That's how it started.
Do you ever apologize? Do you ever apologize? Because you know what? Most real men, when they screw up, they'll go, you know what?
No,
I was a hothead. I shouldn't have done that.
I do apologize. I believe in apologizing. But I think I think before I would think about apologizing, he owes me an apology because what he did was wrong. He sent out a picture to people in Utah.
Well, actually, he didn't, and you know that he didn't. You know that it was a super PAC, but I understand
know he knew about it. I know he knew about it. And there are some people who say that his group bought the copyright to the picture from GQ magazine, which is a good magazine.
Mattress Mac here. Never have so many been so entitled to so much for doing so little. never have so many been so entitled to so much for doing so little. That seems to be the modern day mantra. In wartime, the mantra was, never have so many, all of us, been so indebted to so few, our great soldiers. Let's go back to the old times where an American dream means get up, go to work, and make something out of your life.
After my first experience at Gallery Furniture, I told John we're never going to another shop. The first time I ever came was 5 years ago when we first were shopping for our home, and I couldn't believe the prices because, being from the military, I moved around a lot. I saw a lot of different furniture shops all around the country, and when I came here, I just couldn't believe it.
When Gallery Furniture brought our furniture to the house, they take everything upstairs, they don't scratch the walls, they assemble everything, they ask literally if they can mow the lawn, they can take out your trash. The service, I think, is the best part. It's just over the top.
It's spring, and the weather can't decide what it's doing. Now's the time to call Morrow Mechanical for up to a $1,700 rebate on a new Linux system. Morrow Mechanical can help keep your home comfortable now and year-round. Call 281-370-1566. License number TACLA 3981E.
There are many things going on today that we can't control, but taking care of an IRS problem is something you can control and fix. Hi, I'm attorney Steve Powell with the Powell Law Firm. The IRS is one of the most powerful agencies in the federal government. It can and will aggressively target individuals who haven't paid taxes or filed returns. Hiding, not answering your phone won't make it go away. Hiring us will help you take control. Why spend another sleepless night worried about your tax problem? Let an experienced law firm take care of it. The Powell Law Firm has handled hundreds of cases right here in Houston. Your first visit is free and confidential. You'll meet with us in person. So if you're facing IRS levies, liens, audits, or have unfiled returns, call us, the Powell Law Firm, at 281-298-2916, 281-298-2916, or go to powelltaxlaw.com. If you have an IRS issue, you have a legal issue. You need an attorney. Call the Powell Law Firm.
Your card donation will help crush the poverty cycle by giving kids a second chance at a high school diploma. Together, we can change the lives through literacy. Call 713-225-I-CAN or go online to HoustonCarsForKids.org. Remember, right off the car, not the kid.
From the Gulf Coast Windows Traffic Center, this report is brought to you by NorthwestDodge.com.
This is Matt Fuller. My team at Northwest Dodge has everything it takes to win. That's right, Matt. We have over 40 new Durangos that have to go. So we're discounting every one $8,000. Not one or two like other dealers, but 40.
Sweet deal at Northwest Dodge, put you behind the wheel.
Now, the latest news, weather, and traffic from the Gallery Furniture Made in America studios. This is News Radio 740 KTRH, Houston, an iHeartRadio station.
Another court appearance for a man connected to the murder of a local teenager. I'm Corey Olson at 7 o'clock on News Radio 740 KTRH. With traffic and weather together, here's Brad Austin.
Still have that accident with an 18-wheeler on I-10 Katy at southbound Adelphi. A few thinner lanes, traffic backed up heavy. Looks like all the way past Blaylock. You're still running 50 minutes downtown to the Grand Parkway. 290, 25 minutes west, loop to Highway 99, North Freeway, about a half hour downtown to Woodlands Parkway. I'm Brad Austin in the KTRH, GulfCoastWindows.com, 24-hour traffic center.
Gulf of Mexico opening up for business for the midweek, and a severe weather threat coming to Houston for Wednesday. Tonight slow down to 56 overnight. Isolated storms Tuesday afternoon, 30% chance, high of 75. Severe weather threat Wednesday, 60% chance of storms, high in the upper 70s. I'm Scott Laurie, more at the Weather Channel.
70 now under scattered clouds at the KTRH Renters Warehouse 24-hour weather center. KTRH News Time 7:01. Our top story. The person of interest in this month's Amber Alert murders of a Katy teenager and her father appeared in court on drug charges today. A federal judge appointed a public defender to assist 34-year-old Jose Solis.
Solis is accused of transporting 16 kilos of cocaine from Laredo to Houston using commercial buses. He was arrested at a trailer home in Magnolia last week by DEA agents and Walker County Sheriff's deputies. The deputies were there to serve a search warrant in connection with the murder of 14-year-old Adriana Coronado. She was found shot to death a few days after the burned body of her father, Cesar, was found in Walker County.
That's Channel 2's Phil Archer reporting. Solis is due back in federal court this Friday. Houston police will have extra officers officers on duty for this weekend's Final Four at NRG Stadium and the Fan Fest at downtown's Discovery Green. Here's Interim Police Chief Martha Montalvo.
We've done this event in the past, in 2011, so we do have experience, and yes, this does help us for the future event, which will be the Super Bowl.
The Final Four also has adopted the NFL's clear bag policy, and officials are urging attendees to come with as little as possible or be turned away. Metro also offering special Final Four flash passes to ride the train between downtown and NRG. A United Airlines pilot and his accomplice accused of operating several brothels around Houston made a brief appearance in court today. The assistant district attorney calls it the largest sex ring that he's ever dealt with, but attorneys for 51-year-old Bruce Wallace say the whole thing is way overblown.
The newest prosecution of the world's oldest profession, but it is hardly the case of the century that the state makes it out to be.
Wallace and 37-year-old Tracy Tanner are due back in court on May 4th. The U.S. Supreme Court has refused to review an appeal from a convicted killer sent to death row for raping, beating, and strangling a 77-year-old woman at her Houston home nearly 22 years ago. Attorneys for 61-year-old Jorge Villanueva argued he had deficient legal help during his 1996 murder trial in Harris County. KTRH News Time 7:03. Shots fired at the U.S. Capitol today. The building put on lockdown after police shot a man at the Visitor Center.
Capitol Hill police swarmed the Visitor Center at the Capitol building after officers opened fire on a man they say pointed what appeared to be a weapon at them. The man, identified as Larry Dawson of Tennessee, was rushed to surgery at a nearby hospital. Capitol Hill Police Chief Matthew Villarosa says it appears this is not an act of terrorism.
This is an act of a single person who has frequented the Capitol grounds before, and there is no reason to believe that this is anything more than a criminal act.
Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
The Rockets catch a possible break. The Cleveland Cavaliers announcing that LeBron James will sit out tomorrow night's game in Cleveland against Houston in order to rest. Rockets are battling for one of the final Western Conference playoff spots with only 8 games left in the regular season. News on demand at KTRH.com. Our next update at 7:30. Time now for the Mark Levin Show. I'm Corey Olson on Houston's news, weather, and traffic station. News Radio 740 KTRH.
Email the CarPro now at carprousa.com. This Saturday, 11 to 2 on News Radio 740 KTRH.
Markdown Madness during Truck Month at Beck & Master Buick GMC. Drive a new 2015 Sierra Texas Edition for just $27,930.